Welcome to a brand new podcast. And as usual, this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Greatness. You can shop online to our baby shopper mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. There we have a whole wide range of products, men's, kids, ladies' clothing, and jewelry, home products. So definitely check that out, www.evolutionoflondon.com. Also check out www.evolutionoflondon.org. There we have custom clothes, accessories, digital products for business as well as personal use. So check that out. And finally check out evolutionoflondon.store. STORE. There we have accessories such as soaps, lotions, clothing, DVDs, and much, much more. So definitely check that out. We have other affiliates, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London, different affiliates to other sites. So definitely look into that and shop. And finally, check out our Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. There we have videos that is now on YouTube, digital artwork, and consulting services as well. For any business inquiries, you can email us, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. There, if you want to put your brand on this podcast, so definitely email us. And that's the same email if you want to make a free will offering to our PayPal account. We definitely can use your support. www.evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, you can email him at WilliesFitness99@gmail.com. That's Willies, WILLYZ, fitness99@gmail.com. And also support his merchandise, www.jaccessories.org. There he have custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. He have a whole wide range of different beats. So if you want to support his brand, once you go to his YouTube page, you will see not only the thousands of different beats, or hundreds of different beats. You will also see his social media site. So definitely support Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continue to train on YouTube. Greatness 19 channel, that's our educational channel. Over 450 videos to open up your third eye. So like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel, as well as Greatness 19 on YouTube. And continue to train on YouTube, Mr. Evolution of London, that's our health and wellness channel. Whole wide range of different videos, and we will be posting videos this month. So just check that out. Keep an eye on that and like, subscribe to Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel on YouTube. AT Cell Phone Repair. They have two locations. 1401 Ernest Avenue, Unit 15. Again, that's London, Ontario. You can ask for Freedom. Yes, that's his name, Freedom. He's been in business for over 20 years. First location telephone number is 519-204-7300. The first location, they sell all different types of phones, computers, iPods, iPads, accessories. And again, telephone number is 519-204-7300. And their business email is atcellphonerepair@gmail.com. And the second location is 93 Wellington Street North, again, London. And they wholesale at that second location all phones, computers, iPods, iPads, accessories. Toll-free number is 877-358-0026. And they number one for parts and accessories in London, Ontario. And they also provide security cameras and install them as well. Their business email at that location is atwholesaler@gmail.com. That's atwholeseller@gmail.com. Fin City Fish and Chips, located 711 Richmond Street, downtown London, Ontario. Their phone number is 519-672-9950. And email is fincitylondon@gmail.com. Website is www.fincityfishandchips.ca. And check them out through social media, through Facebook and Instagram. And they also do deliveries as well, through Skip and DoorDash, etc. So, again, their fish and chips is definitely wonderful. It's definitely very good. And they have other meals there as well. So you can check them out through the website. So, Fin City Fish and Chips. Villa Medina. Located in White Oaks Mall. That's the south part of London, Ontario. Address is 1105 Wellington Road. And that's, again, London, Ontario. Regular mall hours, so you can definitely Google White Oaks Mall and you can find out the regular hours of operation. But it's Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, that's shopping mall hours. They will be open, Villa Medina, so you definitely can check them out as well. And their telephone number, email, you'll find that in www.theoracle19radio.com. So you can look at that as well. But their telephone number I can give you. If you excited, you want to hear it, you saying, greatness, I need a telephone number. Okay, I will, and I shall. 647-704-4215. Once again, that's 647-704-4215 if you want to have Villa Medina deliver. And they do local delivery like DoorDash and Skip, etc. So definitely check it out. Their food is good. They Mediterranean restaurant, known for their chicken shawarmas and their dinner plates. Dinner plates is very good as well. Definitely need to check that out. So that is Villa Medina. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on Anchor.fm, Google, Apple, Spotify, and Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, just to name a few. Any information that I have not mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, and finally, www.theoracle19radio.com. So I need you to definitely like, subscribe, and share to those sites. Platforms, I should say. Okay. We're going to get to our topic. And again, I always, as usual, give you my perspective. Today we're going to talk about loyalty. It's not the same anymore. Loyalty is not the same anymore. It's a dying art. People is not loyal like it used to be in the yesteryears. That's family, friends, and foe. Give you an example. Again, why is that? Why people is not loyal and dedicated to each other like we used to yesteryears? Well, it also have to do with the mindset of people. It has a lot to do with that. People is more cutthroat. You know, that's the big thing nowadays. People is more cutthroat. Society is more, in general, is more cutthroat. Family is more cutthroat. Friends is more cutthroat. Foes is more cutthroat. The state of humanity has fallen. And it's a shame. It really is. People is quick, as you know, and this is something that you know, I'm sure. I'm just stating a situation that pretty much you see and you hear, and you can only shake your head. Nobody is not too many people, very few people are reliable, dependable. You could be friends one day to a person for years and decades, and they turn on you. You can have family members that is your blood, whether they're your sister, your brother, your cousin, whoever, and they turn on you. Same thing with your mate. Definitely with your mate. No loyalty anymore. The question is, why? Why? Why is loyalty has dissipated in the thin air? Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Everybody have first of all, a me mentality, most people. It's just me, me, me. And there's no morals and standards anymore. And if you believe in the scriptures, and if you're a religious person, it's prophecy. Book of Revelations will tell you that. For all my religious individuals, you can look that up and email me. What verse? But it's what it is. It's a shame. This is why, this is why is best, especially for us, a lot of us people that have a little bit of a higher frequency in terms of knowledge and understanding. We remain alone. A lot of loners, people, we just stay to ourselves. A lot of us don't have friends and family. We just stay to ourselves. Be in our little house, and we just go from point A to point B, because the loyalty within society has definitely dissipated, has definitely fallen. And I'm repeating these things because I like for it to sink in, especially my younger folks out here. In life, you have to make alliances with somebody, whether it's at work or just in general. And you have to really scrutinize the individual. Years ago, you could just say, family was totally dependable because they blood. But your family will rat on you. Your family will delete you. How many stories you find on the news where family members is deleting each other? Turning people in, turning their own brother or sister or mother or father into the law. For whatever reason, right, wrong, up and down, there's no loyalty, no standards. So where can you find loyal men and women? They are out there. Don't give up. Don't think it's not out there. People that is not loyal. They just like you and I. I'm not saying yay or nay that I'm loyal. I like to say I am personally, but this is not about me. I like to think I am. To my close people, I've been through a lot, and I do have people in my circumference, a few brothers and sisters that are loyal to me, and I am to them. And how, number one, being loyalty. What is loyalty? Sharing secrets. And I have a show on secrets, keeping secrets. Sometimes, a lot of times we have a tendency we can't keep a secret. And that shows a lack of character. Sometimes, if part of being loyal to your fellow man or woman is if they confide to you certain information, you can hold it down beyond your death. This is why, on a side note, you have secret societies such as the Freemasons. They can keep secrets. They've been around for centuries. Centuries upon centuries. Hundreds and thousands of years. And you still don't know actually what goes on in the lodge. A lot of people come out, they say it might be this, it might be that. You go on YouTube, you don't know. You see certain things, pictures here and there, but you don't actually know what the experiences of what these lodge members go through. Because it's the experience of between them, that individual, and the brethren. Is a case-by-case situation, and they don't talk about it. And this has been going on for, like I said, hundreds and hundreds of years. How can you hold loyalty standards like that? Because there's a code of conduct, ethics, character, standards, whatever you want to call it. It's a loyalty. Plus, there's a price you have to pay, of course. Now, maybe that's what it needs to be within society. When you disloyal to your fellow brother and sister, a penalty. And we're not talking about necessarily deletion, but maybe abandonment. not they knowing that you're not going to deal with them ever again, or whatever the case. See, there's no being disloyal. Most people feel and they know if they could be disloyal to each other, there is no repercussions, because society is so me and free now. People could talk and snitch and be protected by the law and society in general, and there's no repercussions. So of course, with no repercussions, there's no standards, there's no ethics. And again, it's not about if you disloyal, you will be deleted off of this planet Earth. No, it has a lot to do, my personal belief, a lack of spirituality. Because when you have structure, let's say, for example, if you're a religious person, you read the Bible, you follow the laws of the Bible. The Bible will give you automatic structure because it's a book of structure if you really read it and if you really truly follow the Bible. It'll tell you there's a hierarchy. There's the Lord, there's man, there's woman, there's children, step one. Step two, if you go into the laws, let's say book of Leviticus, it's laws to follow, knowing how to be good to your fellow man and woman, knowing what to eat, know how to conduct yourself, know how to dress, know how to carry yourself. It has a deeper meaning, the Bible, whether you follow it not, or if you read it, let's say just as a history book, you'll find it has structure. And structure could bring loyalty because you have a certain discipline where you follow. And again, I'm not telling you should read the Bible and you should be spiritual. I'm a little biased. I think you should. But I can't tell you. And I think within society, it's clear that people is like a runaway train with no conductor. And what do I mean by that? They don't have any spirituality. They like an egg with no yolk. And I repeat that. They like an eggshell with no yolk. There's no substance in them. So if you have no substance in you, how can you have morals, character, standards, and loyalty? You like a runaway train with no conductor. And this is why men and women are chaotic. And this is why, in my humble opinion, people could run around being disloyal to their fellow man and woman, family, friends, and foe, because they have no structure. It is what it is. You see the domino effect? And if, let's say, in a household, if there's no family structure with the man, how can he lead the woman? And if there's no man in the house, single mom, how can she lead the children? How can a woman that's a single parent have any loyalty for a man and she hates men? I'm using this as an example. How can a man, if he hates women, if he's a woman hater, if he hates all women, how can he have loyalty? See, it has to be structure. See, we as men and women, we've been mentally fractured, mentally destroyed, to really hate each other with perfect hate. And how can you, a man, if he have no structure, have respect for his own brother? Because if he's quick to shoot and delete a fellow man, brethren, because he stepped on his shoes, where's the loyalty within humanity? Because you're not supposed to, if you had structure, religious structure, you know you shouldn't be deleting a man, a fellow brethren of yours, because he stepped on your sneakers. It was an accident, brother. Loyalty. Loyalty with humanity, loyalty within family, loyalty within friends. It's a dying art. And let's say, for example, the loyalty at the job. How many times you hear, I hear stories all the time, but one particular, and I know a homeboy of mine will know what I'm talking about on this one. You have a man that worked at a job for 40 years, 35, 40 years at a job, showing loyalty to that job. And they treated him like a dog at the end of the day. What do I mean? They fired him. When they fired him that particular day, they rushed him out. How many times you hear stories when you fired, they won't even let you clear out your desk. They just rush you out. They'll ship the rest of your stuff to your house. It's like you stole something. They just push you out. I know I use myself as an example. In the past, there's been jobs that decades and decades ago, of course, many moons ago, I worked at a job and they fired me. And I'm not going to get into the reasons. I didn't do anything particular, nothing crazy. It's just, hey, they fired me. But they didn't even let me clear my desk. Man, they didn't even let me take my plant that I had in my office. I had a plant, a nice little plant. They didn't even let me take out my pens and my nice little notebook pads. They didn't even give me a bag to say, okay, Greatness, you can pack up here. I'll give you a half an hour. They didn't even give me a half an hour. They just said, leave. And I put in all of that work and dedication, work late nights. And they just say, leave. You better go now. Or we get the law on you. What? Here you put in all that time, all that extra overtime, all that dedication, just for them to say, be gone. And if you don't leave now, like right now, we're going to call the law on you. So what does that mean? No loyalty, no compassion, no empathy for what you have done. And this is what it is at these jobs. And many people have gone through those experiences. And it's very unfortunate. But it's reality, a cold reality at that. So it's a lack of loyalty and standards, but really my main topic, loyalty is not the same anymore. And you have relationships. You could be with a man or woman for 10, 20 years. And then you get stories where after 30 years, a spouse just say, you know what? I'm tired of you. This is not going to work. And go. You hear stories like that too. Both sides, man and woman. Regardless of the children being in the mix, just people part ways. And also relationships, you have people, let's say man is with a woman and woman departs from the man, takes him to court, and all of this, it started out as love. I love you. No, I love you. I love you. I love you. And after 20 years, 30 years, now, or 5 years, or 2 years, now the woman has perfect hate for that man and takes him to court, and you know the rest of the story. But she started out loving. But if she still had loyalty, she wouldn't take him to court. So court trumps over loyalty. Because where are you going with that when you're battling a woman or a man and you're going to court? What are you going to achieve at the end of the day? With all the time that you've been together, what are you going to achieve? You're going to only achieve now hate, now disloyalty. And that will never be the same. And this has been going on. This is what society, this is what government, the powers that be, beyond government, pushes. Chaos, being disloyal to each other. Because as long as you have disloyalty, you're going to have crime. And then when you have crime, you need judges. You need lawyers. You need police. You need legal officials. And they will profit from your misery. From you being disloyal, it will be society, well, government will, and government officials and public officers will profit from your misery and your disloyalty. Really, that's where I'm at, for your disloyalty. And the powers that be love chaos, because as long as you have chaos and disloyalty, you reducing the population, you're making them weaker, you bring in hatred, you causing separation, and somebody is profiting from your disloyalty, and it's not you, citizens. But what do I know? See, so that's another part of the game of life. Family structure. Disloyalty within family structure. The breakdown of family. And then the children being indoctrinated at schools, which I talked about on a previous show. Children being indoctrinated with foolishness, confusion, no morals and standards. So children is being indoctrinated with being disloyal to your parents. You know, if your parents do something wrong or hit you, you can call on us. We'll protect you. So guess what? It teaches the children to be disloyal and speak family business to the people that's supposed to love you, the system that's supposed to love you, the matrix that's supposed to love you and protect you, which is fantasy, lies, deceit. But this is the brainwashing. Children being disloyal to their parents. No standards. No structure. So the children grows up, they have no structure, no religious, no spiritual structure. So they believe they gods and goddesses and they don't need to listen to the parents. And the government is the protector. And there's no standards about who you really are. Because there's genders that is pushed for you to not know who you are. So how can you be loyal to somebody and you actually don't know who you are? But that agenda is being pushed in children at a very young age, and I talk about that on other shows. These children nowadays, the agenda is being pushed heavy that they don't know if they're a boy on a Monday, a girl on a Friday. Or let me break it down here because I talked about this previously. A boy on a Monday, a girl on a Tuesday, non-binary on a Wednesday, a maybe on a Thursday, confused on a Friday, Saturday they need to think about it, but Sunday they say, I might see Jesus and figure it out. So how can you be loyal and you don't even know who you are? See, so that's another issue. See, that starts it right there, because if you don't know thyself, you don't know how to deal with people. You don't even know how to be loyal to people because you don't absolutely know yourself. And children grow up to be adults, male and female, and this is the generation we have right now. Everybody running around here chaotic. Loyalty is not the same anymore. So when you watch movies or you see in real life where in the underworld people, you have mafia groups and other different organizations that in the underworld, and they snitching on each other because standards and morals has dissipated. People is looking for deals, cutting deals. Everything is about deals. Cut a deal. Everybody wants to cut a deal. Even the tough guys, and I talked about in a previous show, being a tough guy. Everybody's a tough guy. But when things hit the fan, how tough are you? How dedicated are you? How dedicated are you to your brother or your homie if you're in the streets? If you see life in prison, and versus if you cut a deal, you tell me you finished the story. So everybody's cutting deals. So there's no loyalty, regardless of what crimes they do. There's no loyalty. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just stating something that is what it is. So, this is the world that we are living in. And my question from me to you, do you really think it's going to get any better? What do you think? Now, people want to say, well, Greatness, what do you think? Well, personally, this world is finished, as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing here on this stinking planet Earth in terms of loyalty. Because people will turn on you like a New York minute. You have so many snitches and informants out here all around you. And if they see you even doing well, people is just bringing up stories and lying because they're trying to pull you down. So there's no loyalty because people don't care. People's not empathetic. People don't have feelings for what you're about. They just don't. They don't give a you know what. So, what about the few of us that is sprinkled, the 2% that is of men and women that sprinkle around this planet Earth of ours? What should we do? What can we do? You got to walk very carefully, man and woman that is still have that loyalty mindset. Because in this day and time, the devil is running rampant. Running rampant to and fro throughout this planet Earth of ours. So the unfortunate thing about it, you can have somebody that you with for many, many moons. But it just takes a New York second, a New York minute for that person to change. Now you're screwed. Whether it's your husband for 20 years or your wife for 20 years, your brother, your sister, your friend. It's very unfortunate, but you have to, it is what I call self-preservation. You always have to have what I call a alibi. Get out of jail card free. And I'm using a little Monopoly board mentality, the game of Monopoly. What do I mean by all of this? To put it in a nutshell. You could talk to people, you could share certain information, but you have to be careful of sharing information with people where it can cause you drama. You always got to keep something hidden, even from the good people in your life. You can't even tell the good people everything, the moves you make. Why am I saying this? Because when the pressure is on, let's say another man, let's say the pressure is on another man or woman to spit out certain things about you, and it means they will get less time if they spit out certain things about you. They might talk. I mean, look, here's the reality. If you have, and we're just talking on the aspect of the criminal world. If a person, let's say, have 30 years in life, 30 years to life to say something, let's say this again. If a person have 30 years to life off of a crime they committed, but if they snitch on someone that they know had done the crime, somebody high up, they can get less time, let's say 5 years. What do you think the average person will do? No matter how good they are, no matter how loyal they are in this day and time. The percentages is high in this day and time that they will talk. Now, that don't equate to everyday life, because everyday life we're not doing criminal things, we're just working. But people, let's say for example, I'm just bringing up a story. Let's say you tell your friend a sensitive thing that could, if they talk, that could affect your whole brand, your character in society. You get in an argument with that person, and now that person have now hate. Do you think they, my question for me to you, do you think they will not talk your business to society because now they have hate for you? Even though that information is very sensitive and will mess up the other party's brand, character within society. Do you get what I'm saying? Does it make sense? I'll put everything in a one ball of wax for you, per se. People have a tendency to talk when they're angry about you. Even you can tell people the deep dark secrets, and even though y'all was on cool terms then, but now you're not, that person, chances are, not saying they will, chances are they're going to spit out certain things about you because now they have hate for you. So you might have to, in this day and time, and I'm really saying this for my younger folks out here, that you could talk to people, but not all your inner secrets that you know can just destroy your character. You maybe could say certain things, but not something that it can really affect you. Some things you just got to keep to yourself. That's my point. Because loyalty in this society, modern day society, is not the same. And as soon as people don't even have to get mad at you nowadays. They just start chirping through social media just for laughs and giggles. They'll put your business out there just for laughs and giggles. So there's no loyalty. So you have to be very careful of sensitive information that you tell a man or a woman. Especially, I would say you men, when you pillow talking to your woman, you definitely have to, you can't tell her everything. That is a no-no. No matter how nice she is, because the modern day women, especially now, is not the same like your grandmother and great-grandmother. And even the men there didn't tell the great-grandmothers everything anyway, but you really can't say anything now, because as soon as she gets mad at you and she don't want to deal with you anymore, she's talking. It's done all the time. I know, and I could just say that on a personal level. I never told females just every single detail how I moved. And it's a good thing I did not. Because soon as the women got mad at me, they went out and, as predicted, and chirped. And in reality, I even did little experiments with some of these women in the past. I gave them misinformation that really wasn't even true. And they did exactly what I expected. Chirp. And I said, flawless victory. So, this is a reality. Loyalty is not the same anymore. Your children will snitch on you. Your blood relatives will snitch on you. Definitely foe will snitch on you. So what is loyalty? Loyalty now is trash. Loyalty have no value. If you put loyalty as a dollar amount, it might be -0. You might be owing money. This is the society that we living in. So what you should do is protect yourself. It's not about having a truckload of friends and family. You deal with people in terms of credit. You see their movements. You study them. Do trial and error. And you go from there. Protect yourself. Because your character is your biggest currency. One of your biggest currencies. And if your character throughout society is trashed, how can you be loyal? How can people trust you to be loyal to them if your character was trash? I say that. Stay strong. Stay vigilant. Analyze. Build character. Build standards. I'm gonna be a little biased. I'm gonna still say, have a religious aspect of you. Because that's gonna give you the strength and awareness, spiritual awareness, to deal with what's in front of you in modern day society. Loyalty is not the same anymore. Thank you for listening.